Did you hear that? Yeah, across the U.S., millions of people hear sounds just like that every day, notifying them of new text messages. But sometimes those texts are coming from scammers trying to get their hands on your personal data or your money. Text message scams are costing Americans big right now, more than $330 million in 2022 alone, according to the Federal Trade Commission. And while some scams pretend to be about turnpike tolls, the most common ones impersonate something even more personal, your bank. News 7's Julie Sherburne explains how to spot them and how to protect yourself.
You get a text message and it looks urgent and official. But Dan Walsh, president and CEO of Norway Savings Bank, says if a text claims to be from your bank, there's a simple rule to remember.
The bank is never going to text you and ask you for your information. We have that information. We're not going to text you to ask you for it. And if that happens to someone, they really need to make sure they reach out to the bank to confirm that it's legitimate.
And when you do reach out, do not use the phone number or link in the text.
And some of those common features include trying to heighten your anxiety, trying to make you anxious, giving you some false sense of urgency. And so stopping you from thinking and clicking something before you should.
University of Southern Maine cybersecurity and technology professor Lori Sussman suggests some ways to protect your phone, and she means all phones.
These days, most people have antivirus software on their computers, and they don't realize that with that comes protection, not only for your computer, but your tablet and your phone, and it's well worth putting on there.
She also suggests turning your phone off weekly, if not daily. Phones don't have good long-term memory, and when you turn it off, you're clearing out the dynamic memory where malware lives. And if you get a suspicious text, report it.
You absolutely should report it. So you can report it to the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, or the Federal Communications Commission, the FCC. Both have great websites that will help you report it. But also report it to your provider. Use that 7726.
Walsh says don't be embarrassed if you accidentally fall for a scam. Your bank is there to help.
Fortunately, when they get scammed, they're too embarrassed to reach out to the bank, which is terrible because it's, they're not availing themselves of all the tools that we have that we could help them with.
And to make matters worse, AI is helping scammers.
The challenge right now is that with AI, they're getting better and better. They're using the tools to be better at creating logos, at creating language, having fewer spelling errors. So it's getting harder and harder to tell.
So experts say the best approach is to stay cautious and trust your instincts.
So the best advice I can have is try to have a personal rule not to click anything that you don't solicit, and be suspicious. Start from an area of suspicious.
Julie Sherburne, News Center, Maine.
Sussman also warns tax season is prime scam time. With e-filing so popular, people are waiting for that text that says their return has been accepted. So she says be cautious of any texts about your taxes.